Yeah, like just everything really. Like, mainly agreements, I think, and like articles and
So the part of
everything like that.
speech.
And exactly. The dialect of it, like everything like that.
Fine.
I think definitely like.
Would you say there is a particular activity, language activity, where you use all the stuff that you've done?
Probably writing.
When you're doing writing,
you're able to think about it more.
Yeah.
Whereas speaking, you have to kind of think about it on the dot, and then after you go, oh, I should have done that. But writing definitely more so than anything else.
Well, I think I often put the language skills knowledge into when I was doing like lingua, so if I'm doing a writing task or something, I'd think like passive and active, yeah. I just sort of put that in. I remember thinking like, oh, that's what we learnt, so do it like that.
With pronouns and stuff sometimes, and also with the transitive and intransitive, there's been a couple of times where I've been writing passages and I've like had to think about it and think back to it.
Yeah, a lot of things, because in the normal language classes we didn't go into particular detail about transitive verbs or intransitive verbs, so when you're writing I think about it a lot actually.
It is the writing.
Yeah, writing, yeah.
You don't pick it up so much in interacting, like speaking or listening, because you don't. It's not so much an on paper thing. You just kind of, your brain processes it differently. Whereas if you're writing, say, a longer piece, like we might have to in the exams, you sit down and you kind of think, okay, how can I apply this to that, and it has helped, I think, significantly.
I think this year for me, grammar-wise, it began to click when we started doing translation, because at the time when we'd be like, oh, where's the subject, I wouldn't really understand what we were doing. But then now when we do translation, when I'm trying to translate, I find it and then construct the sentence once I've found different parts, which we spoke about in language skills.
I guess with my topic that I did specifically, subordination and coordination, I did sort of start to think more about that with certain topics, like what we've been doing this week with trapassato, remoto. You have to, I think you do, you need to know what subordination.
Just in Italian, because I can think of French. I had a French paper. It was the end of year exam, and we had an exercise in the paper which was very much in the style of what we'd been looking at in language skills. And when I came out of the exam, everyone said, "Oh, what was that exercise about?" And these were people who hadn't done language skills, and it was the analisi grammaticali sort of style, and basically giving you a sentence and getting you to break it down and explain it. And me, along with the people who were in language skills, I'm sure were a lot stronger position. Yeah, it helps raise awareness, but when you're maybe not when you're talking, because that's all going too fast, but definitely writing, it makes you stop and think.